students, welcome to the session. This is Sweta, your English Master Teacher at Vedantu, and welcome everyone. A very warm welcome to ICSE Grade 10th in one shot. And the chapter that we are going to deal with is Chief Seattle Speech. I guess most of you are very confused, and you find this chapter very difficult. But this chapter is not at all difficult because I'm going to make it easy for you guys in this session. So please stay tuned throughout the session. So Chief Seattle's speech, it's very interesting if you actually come to understand what he is trying to say, right? So if you understand, then it's very interesting. Then I am going to make it very simple to you. So this is the very first extract, guys, taken from the very beginning of the story speech. Okay, so please go through it. I'm not going through it line by line because that would take up a lot of time. So I'm going through the important points. So look at that. There was a time when our people covered the land as waves of a wind ruffled sea cover its shell paved floor. So basically in this passage, he is talking about his people, that is of course the natives, okay, who were innumerable, who had covered the entire area, who were great in number, right? And it is compared with the land, the waves of a wind ruffled sea. Okay, so just as the waves cover the sea, so of course that is infinite, right? It's shell paved floor. So it's a beautiful image that has been used. Okay, so the floor which is paved with shell, so sea and shell, understood? So yes, so it is infinite. So similarly, the number of natives inhabiting that area, that was also infinite. Okay, so but of course that is now a mournful memory. Okay, but Chief Seattle says that this is not the time to mourn. Okay, uh, so because why can't we mourn? Because we also have to be somewhat blamed. Okay, so it is not just the white's fault, but we also are at faults because of the decay, untimely decay. So now the question related to this is, what does Chief Seattle tell about the condition of the people earlier? So he is compared, as I told you, already explained the answer to you. So his people occupied the land in large numbers, right? And it is compared to the waves of the sea. Just as the waves of the sea covers the covers the seabed. Similarly, the large number of people, large number of natives inhabiting the land is compared with that infinite waves. Okay, guys, so that's the answer. Very simple. So I hope you people are enjoying the session. And if you want to join us further and gain 100% marks and 100% knowledge, what you need to do is just visit the link in the description box and pinned comment, and you will avail unlimited live classes. So here the number of live classes are very limited, and quiz questions are also, I mean, menti quiz, there are innumerable, there are many sessions, but of course they are not done, they cannot be done in a regular basis, right? But there, guys, for each and every subject you can compete with the students throughout the world, and also you have unlimited live classes for each and every subject, where your replays are also very interactive, because even the replays have live quizzes. So not just in regular sessions, but when you are watching the replay, you have live quizzes there as well, along with the leaderboard where you get your overall class rank. Okay, and you can download the content with handwritten notes of the master teachers, and your doubt solving becomes so very easy, because you have, apart from the master teachers, you have a special team catering to your need for doubt clearing. Okay, so you will clear your doubts instantaneously in the class live. So no more piling up of your doubts, and no more you have to wait for anybody to clarify your doubts. Okay, plus 5,000 micro courses, crash courses, and all this in less price, guys. So you just need to visit the link in the description box and use the coupon code SWREPRO, And this is the price till June 21, guys. You can avail this amazing offer, guys. That is only 7.5 rupee per class, and that is till June 21. So that's great. And 10 rupees per class if you give it a try for 1 month. So definitely you can avail this. Okay. So let's see. You have to, okay, yeah. So coupon code SWREPRO, if you apply this coupon code, you can see 2500 becomes 2000 only. Okay. uh, and that actually is 10 rupees per class. Until June 21, 21 was 7,000. That 7,000 amount, that amount is reduced to 6,000, guys. That is 7.5 rupees per class till June 21. That is very, very, very reasonable and affordable. Okay? So please visit the link in the description box. Use the coupon code SWREPRO. Okay. So resuming the session, guys, this is the next passage where he's talking about. So initially he started with talking with uh, yeah, when he was talking about the previous condition of the natives who inhabited the land in large numbers. Now let us see, as he said that the decay of the youth, sorry, the decay of the natives, that is not the faults only of the whites, but they are also equally responsible. So why are they responsible? Here is the answer. Youth is impulsive. When our young men grow angry at some real or imaginary wrong and disfigure their faces with black paint, it denotes their hearts are black and that they are cruel and relentless, and our old men and women are unable to restrain them. Okay? So he is blaming the youth who are impulsive. Okay? So the young people, the young natives were impulsive. Okay? So they were bent on attacking the whites. So they were bent on fighting. So they did not have that intelligence. They did not have the strategy to fight, and they went to fight. And what happened was, of course, you can see there, untimely death, and as a result of that, the decay of the native people. Right. So revenge by young men is considered gain even at the cost of their own lives. So they are not seeing that by taking revenge, they are actually losing their own lives, right? So it is rightly said, an eye for an eye, makes the whole world blind. So this is something which the youth, the young people could not understand. So therefore, and yes, but old men who stay at home in times of war. So what happens is, who understands the ill effect of war? It is the old people who are staying back at home, the mothers, right, who are also the old women who are staying back at home. They understand. The mothers who have sons to lose, they understand the impact of war, right? So definitely we can say from here that Chief Seattle is not at all an advocate of war. He is an advocate of peace. He knows about the futility of war. He knows about the destruction caused by war. So now the question is, what happened when the tribal people became angry? Okay. So yes, when the young men grew angry at some real or imaginary wrong, they painted their face as according to the extract. Okay, what do? They painted their face with black, and which denoted what? The evil at their heart. Okay, the hearts were up to no good. That means it is denoting the evil present in the heart. They were often cruel and relentless. Okay. So now we will move ahead with the next passage. Let us see what is there in the next passage. To us, the ashes of our ancestors are sacred. Now, from here, he is trying to create a difference between the whites and the natives. Okay, so he is talking about the differences between the whites and the natives, and throughout the story, I mean, throughout his speech, he has talked about the differences between whites and the natives. Okay? The whites who dominated them and the natives who were dominated, who were subjugated, right? So they are definitely different, and let's see how he differentiates between them. To us, the ashes of our ancestors are sacred and their resting place is hallowed ground. Hallowed ground is sacred ground. Okay? You wander far from the graves of our ancestors and seemingly without regret. Your religion, so here they are talking about the first point of difference is the natives, they considered their ancestors very sacred. Okay? But the whites do not. Your religion was written upon tablets of stone. So the religion of the whites, they were written upon tablets of stone by the iron finger of God so that you could not forget. So he is kind of, commenting on the religion of the whites. Christianity is written on tablets of stone. They are engraved, right? So he's saying that you forget the religion, you forget your religion, you forget your God, and that is why you have to be reminded time and again, and that is why your religion is, engraved upon the tablets. But the red man could never comprehend or remember it. Our religion is the tradition of our ancestors, so we are all, it's innate. Okay, it is ingrained already, we never forget it. The dreams of our old men given them in solemn hours of the night by the great spirit, and the visions of, okay, and written in the hearts. Okay, so that is the main point, that our religion is written on the, in the hearts of the people. Your religion is written, is engraved on the stones, and our religion is written in the hearts of the people. So we do not need anything to remind us of our religion because we love it. Okay, that is belonging to our ancestors, and we consider that sacred, and we love it. Okay? So the question is, how do the tribal men regard the ashes of their ancestors? So very, very simple. Sacred, and of course they respect, they show great respect. And the dead, the ground where the deads are buried, they are considered holy, or you can also say sacred. Sacred. Okay? Hallowed ground. So hallowed means holy or sacred. Next, your dead cease to love you and the land of their nativity as soon as they pass the portals of the tomb and wander away beyond the stars. So again, he's talking about the next difference, that your ancestors, deads are the ancestors, they do not love you because you're not attached to your ancestors, right? So the moment they die, they go away, okay? They wander away beyond the stars, never to be found again. They are soon forgotten and never return. But just in contrast to that, our dead, that means the dead of the natives' ancestors, they do not forget this beautiful world, right? They love its verdant valleys, its murmuring rivers, its magnificent mountains, sequestered vale, verdant lined lakes and bays, and ever yearn in tender fond affection, etc., etc. And the main point here is they return from the happy hunting ground to visit, guide, console, and comfort them. That means your ancestors, the moment they die, they leave the ground. There is no attachment. You do not love your ancestors, so therefore they do not return to guide you. But since we show respect, we love our ancestors, so they return back. They are also attached to the land also, that their valley, the valleys, the mountains, their ways, they are so much in love with their people, the land, that they, even after their death, come back and guide us and comfort us. Okay? Okay. The question is, why do the dead of the tribals never forget all this beautiful world? Very simple. The dead of the tribals never forget this beautiful world that gave them being, the beautiful world in which they are born. They still love its verdant valleys, its murmuring rivers, etc. They always yearn in tender, fond affection over the lonely hearted living, and often return from the other world. So they, even after their death, they return back from the other world to guide, console, and comfort their people. Okay? Okay. Next is, We will ponder your proposition, and when we will decide, we will let you know. But should we accept it, I here and now make this condition. So here he is talking about the condition. On what condition is he going to accept the proposal that was put forward by the whites? Okay, that we will not be denied the privilege without molestation of visiting at any time the tombs of our ancestors, friends, and children. Okay, so we should never be stopped from our rights. What rights? Of visiting the tombs of our ancestors, because that is something which we pay respect to, we pay homage, we are very, very, very attached to our ancestors, right? Etc. etc. And even the rocks which seem to be dumb, now this is important, okay, even the rocks which seem to be dumb and dead as the swelter in the sun, along with the silent shore, thrill with memories of stirring events connected with the lives of my people, and the very dust upon which you now stand responds more lovingly to their footprints than yours. So even the land loves the natives, okay, because it is rich with the blood of our ancestors, and our bare feet are conscious of their sympathetic touch. So there is a very strong bond between the land, which readily responds to the footsteps of the natives. So this is talking about the connection of the natives with their land. And the question is, how is every part of the soil sacred to his people? So, as I told you, the last part, that is what you have to say. Okay, every hillside, every valley, every plain and grove has been hallowed by some sad or happy events in the in the days long gone by. Even the rocks which are now dead and dumb are connected with the memories of events from the lives of his people. Okay, and the very dust upon which they stand respond lovingly to the footsteps, because it is rich with the blood of their ancestors. So of course that is talking about the connection or the bond, or you can also say the attachment between the land and the, or between the, what was the question? Yeah, between the soil or land, whatever it is, and the natives. Okay, guys, so that was all. I hope you have now, I have been able to simplify things for you. Okay, so, and I have also explained the entire chapter in the Umang series, and also, I guess, in the English channel. Yes, in this channel as well. So please watch both the videos and this one shot revision. I'm sure you are going to be absolutely clear with this chapter and face no problem. Okay, so thank you guys. Please do visit the link in the description box and pinned comment, and use the coupon code SWREPRO. And thank you so much for watching. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. Keep sharing the video amongst your friends. Do subscribe to the channel, guys. This is a channel which has been launched only and only on your demand, guys. So don't forget to show your love to this channel, show your support to this channel as well. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye. See you very soon in the next session.